Welcome back to the Empowered Creative Living for Authors and Aspiring Writers podcast. We're diving deep into the world of AI-powered book covers today.
Oh, very cool.
And we're going to be exploring the work of Regina Paul,
Okay.
who is a self-published author, and she's been using AI to create these amazing covers
Wow.
across all these different genres.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see.
It is really interesting.
Especially for like self-published authors.
Yes.
Who might not have the budget for a professional designer.
Yeah, those costs can add up.
Yeah.
Especially if you're just starting out.
Exactly. And AI art generators can be a real game changer.
Huge game changer.
Offering those affordable and accessible tools.
Yeah. And what I love about this is that Regina has put together a series of articles on her website.
Oh, wow.
Where she walks us through her whole process.
Nice.
From start to finish.
So cool.
So choosing which AI art generator to use.
Okay.
All the way to crafting the prompts.
Yeah.
Even refining the images in Canva.
Canva's so useful.
Right. It brings it all together.
Yeah, definitely.
It's that crucial human touch that I think is really important.
Yeah. The AI can generate the initial image.
Right.
But I still think it's important to kind of have that human touch at the end.
Yes.
To make sure that it looks professional.
Absolutely. Because some of that AI stuff can be a little wonky.
Exactly.
So let's say you're a self-published author.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, I'm intrigued by AI.
Yeah.
What's the first step?
Well, so Regina explored two main platforms.
Okay.
Leonardo.ai and Ideogram.
Okay, I've heard of Leonardo.
Yeah, and they both have their strengths,
Okay.
Leonardo has this really cool feature called Improve Prompt.
Okay.
Which helps you refine your prompts to get better results.
Ooh, that's a nice little helper.
It really is, especially if you're new to this whole world.
Yeah, I can see how that would be really useful.
Yeah.
What about Ideogram?
What about it?
What makes it stand out?
So Ideogram is really good at incorporating text into the images accurately.
That's important.
Yeah, and it offers 20 free prompts a day.
Wow, free.
I know. So that's a huge plus for authors on a budget.
That's amazing.
And you're allowed to use the generated images commercially.
Okay, so that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about any of that licensing stuff.
Exactly.
So all right, you've chosen your AI art generator.
Okay.
Now comes the really fun part.
What's that?
Crafting the prompt.
Ooh, yeah.
I love this part.
Me too.
So Regina really emphasizes the importance of detailed prompts.
Right.
Because you want to be very specific with your AI.
To guide it.
To get the best results.
Exactly. And she provides some great examples in her articles.
Yes.
For example, for her Cozy Mystery series.
Okay.
She created a cover for a book called The Case of the Missing Artifact.
Love cozy mysteries.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did she do for this one?
Okay, so for this one, her prompt requested a mysterious archaeological artifact at the center, surrounded by relics and artifacts from the ancient Snake Mound in North America.
Wow, that's so specific.
Right.
I love that she incorporated a real-world historical element.
It adds that extra depth.
Yes, and it makes it more authentic, too.
Exactly.
It's not just some generic artifact. It's this specific thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
And she doesn't stop there. She goes on to specify the font style.
Oh, wow.
For the title and the author's name.
Oh, okay.
And even the mood, cozy and inviting with warm colors.
Oh, that's so smart.
It really sets the tone.
It does. It's like she's painting a picture.
Exactly.
With words.
With words, yeah.
And then I can just imagine it.
And the AI takes those words and makes it an image.
Yeah, which is crazy.
It is.
That's next level stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so what else does she do?
So she also uses negative prompts.
What are those?
These are things that she specifically doesn't want to see in the image.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so for this cozy mystery prompt, she excluded things like deformed faces, low resolution, or text errors.
That makes sense.
You want to make sure it's high quality.
It's like that extra layer of control over the AI.
Yeah, you're not just saying what you want.
Right.
You're saying what you don't want.
Which I think is smart because sometimes that AI can go off the rails a little bit.
Exactly.
You got to keep it
in check.
Keep it in check.
Yes.
So Regina's work spans so many different genres.
It does.
We've talked about cozy mystery. She does romance science fiction.
Yes.
And she provides all of her prompts on her website.
Oh, that's great.
Which is www.reginapaul.com.
Okay. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yes, definitely check it out because it's a great resource.
Yeah.
If you're looking for inspiration.
Just to see how she approaches all these different genres.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So let's talk about romance.
Okay, let's dive into that.
Because one of the prompts that really caught my eye was this paranormal wolf shifter romance.
Oh, I love those.
I know, right?
Okay, what was it?
So it's called All Wolfed Out.
all wolfed out. Love it.
And she goes into so much detail,
Like what?
describing the characters.
Okay.
She describes what they look like,
Okay.
even down to the shoes that the female character's wearing.
Wow, she's really specific.
Very specific.
Okay, so what does she ask for?
So she asks for a ruggedly handsome man with dark hair and piercing blue eyes,
Ooh, yeah.
wearing a leather jacket.
Classic.
Classic, right? Standing beside a beautiful woman with flowing red hair
Okay.
and emerald green eyes.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Dressed in a black cocktail dress
Ooh.
and stiletto heels.
Okay.
And then she adds this really cool detail.
What's that?
A grand Victorian house
Okay.
with an eerie wolf face
Oh.
staring down from the sky.
I love that.
Isn't that cool?
It adds that element of mystery and supernatural.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I love that she combines those romantic elements
Yeah.
with like this touch of spookiness.
A little bit of spookiness.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And you know what else I love?
What?
Is that she's very specific
Yeah.
about the setting.
Okay.
So in another romance prompt,
Uh-huh.
she asked for a couple standing in front of a nightclub
Okay.
with a city street backdrop
Yeah.
that creates this like alluring atmosphere.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I can picture it.
It's like she's directing a movie.
Exactly.
And the AI is just taking her directions
It is.
and turning it into an image.
It's remarkable.
Isn't it amazing?
It is. It really is.
Like, how does it even do that?
I don't know. It's like magic.
It is like magic.
Yeah. The mind-blowing.
It is mind-blowing. It is. It's like having a personal artist at your fingertips.
It really is, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better, which is scary
I know, right?
and also really exciting.
Very exciting.
So all this to say that these tools are becoming more user-friendly.
That's good.
Yeah, you don't have to be a tech genius
Yeah.
to use this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what's so cool about Regina's work,
Yeah, what is it?
is that she's showing authors like, you don't need a design degree.
Right.
You don't need a huge budget.
Yeah.
You can do this.
You can just take control of your creative vision.
Exactly. And her work is amazing.
Yeah.
She has so much more on her website.
Really.
www.reginapaul.com.
Okay.
So if you're even remotely curious about AI for book covers,
Yeah,
definitely check it out.
definitely.
So we've talked about the platforms,
Yeah.
the prompts,
Uh-huh.
the possibilities,
Right.
but why should authors embrace this?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Like, what are the benefits?
Well, Regina outlined 5
Ooh, 5. Let's hear it.
compelling reasons.
Yeah, okay.
So number 1 is cost effectiveness.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like we said, traditional cover design can be expensive,
Very expensive.
especially when you're starting out.
Still,
Yeah.
AI can really reduce those costs.
Okay, that's huge.
Huge.
Especially for new authors who
Yeah.
are like, I don't have a lot of money to throw around.
Exactly.
Okay, what's number 2?
Number 2 is creative control.
Okay.
So when you work with a designer, you're relying on their interpretation
Right.
of your vision.
Right.
But with AI,
Yeah.
you have the power.
You're in the driver's seat.
You are.
That's awesome.
It is.
So you make sure it aligns with your vision.
Exactly.
Okay, love it. What's number 3?
Okay, number 3 is flexibility.
Ooh.
So if you need to update your cover or create variation,
Oh, that's a good point.
yeah, AI makes it so easy
So much easier.
and affordable
Yeah, because things change in the
Yeah.
publishing world
all the time.
all the time. You might need to update your cover.
Exactly.
So that's number 4.
Okay, number 4 is the ability to generate multiple versions. So you can test out different designs
Oh, that's smart.
and see what resonates with readers
It's like having a focus group. It is
for your cover.
for your cover.
That's really smart.
And lastly, number 5.
Okay, hit me with number 5.
AI is getting so good at incorporating text into images.
That is really important,
It is.
especially on book covers.
Yeah, so this streamlines the process
Yeah.
and makes the covers informative
Right.
and visually appealing.
So it's doing double duty.
It is.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's really incredible how quickly this technology is evolving.
it is. It really is.
Like, it's kind of blowing my mind.
Oh,
What seemed like science fiction a couple of years ago is now like
reality.
reality.
It's crazy.
So we've talked about all the technical stuff,
Yeah.
all the creative possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from here?
Ooh, good question.
What's the next step for authors who are interested in this?
I think the best thing to do is just jump in and start experimenting.
Okay.
You know, there are so many resources available now,
Yeah.
like Regina's website,
Yes.
where you can find prompts and tutorials.
It's a great place to start.
It is.
Yeah. Just dive in,
Dive in.
explore the possibilities,
Exactly.
see what you can create.
Yeah, and you might discover
Yeah.
a whole new way to bring your stories to life.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is a new way to kind of bring your book to life.
It is, and it's not about giving up control
Right.
to the AI.
Exactly.
It's about using it as a tool
Yes.
to empower your own creative process.
I love that it's like a collaboration
It is a collaboration.
between human and machine.
I love that.
That's the future.
It is the future. And speaking of collaboration,
Yeah, okay.
Regina also talks about using AI
Uh-huh.
to create mock-ups of your books.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can actually see
Oh, wow.
how everything looks together.
Yeah.
The cover, the title, the author name.
Yeah.
And you could even use those mock-ups for promotional purposes.
That's so smart.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like a really useful tool throughout the whole process.
Like a visual aid.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome.
So we've talked a lot about Regina's work
Yeah.
in romance, cozy mystery, and science fiction.
Right.
But she also explores other genres too.
Oh, really? Like what?
So she's done steampunk,
Okay.
fantasy romance,
Nice.
and hard science fiction.
Cool. I love that.
I know she's got a wide range.
Yeah.
And you can see examples from all these different genres on her website.
Okay, remind me, what is it?
www.reginapaul.com.
Okay, I need to check that out.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely check it out.
I will.
It's like a one-stop shop
Cool.
for AI book cover inspiration.
Awesome.
So we've been pretty excited about AI,
Uh-huh.
but it's important to remember
What's that?
that no technology is perfect.
True.
There are limitations.
Of course.
And Regina even talks about this in her articles.
Oh, what did she say?
She says that sometimes
Okay.
there can be inaccuracies or quirks
Okay.
in the images.
So they're not perfect.
They're not always perfect.
Right out of the gate.
Exactly.
Uh,
So it's important to remember that AI is a tool,
yeah.
not a replacement for human judgment.
Right.
So you still need to use your own
Your own eye.
eye, your
Wow.
own creativity.
Yes. Your discernment.
Yes.
Make sure it meets your standards.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because sometimes you might get something
Yeah.
from the AI and you're like,
Nope.
this is not what I had in mind.
Yeah, you got to tweak it a little bit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Make sure it's right.
So it's all about finding that balance
Yes.
between the AI's capabilities
Okay.
and the author's artistic vision.
I love that it's like a partnership.
It is a partnership.
It's like a dance.
It is like a dance. But
between the two.
I love that analogy.
And I think Regina has really
Yeah.
embraced that partnership.
She's an amazing example
Yes.
for other authors.
Of what's possible
Absolutely.
when you combine AI
Yeah.
with your own creativity.
Yeah. It's really exciting to see where this is all going.
It is really exciting. I'm excited to see what happens in the next few years.
I know,
with
right?
AI.
Who knows what we'll be able to create?
I know.
Yeah.
So we've mentioned her website a few times.
Yeah.
But it's worth repeating.
What is it?
www.reginapaul.com.
Okay.
If you are interested in AI
Yeah.
for book covers,
Mm-hmm.
definitely check it out.
Definitely.
So we've talked about how Regina is using AI.
Right.
But I want to turn it over to our listeners.
Okay.
How could you use AI
Yeah.
to empower your own creative process?
That's a great question.
It doesn't have to be limited to book covers.
True.
AI is being used in so many different areas.
It really is.
So think about
Yeah.
your own creative goals
Yeah.
and aspirations
Okay.
and where AI could fit in.
Yeah.
How could it help you
Yeah.
bring your ideas to life
That's awesome.
more effectively, more efficiently,
Uh-huh.
or maybe even in ways you hadn't thought of before?
That's a great point.
Right.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to experiment,
Yeah.
to explore,
Right.
and to see where this technology can take you.
The possibilities are endless.
They are endless.
It's true.
And we'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
Have you experimented with AI
Uh-huh.
in your creative work?
Okay.
What are your thoughts,
No.
your experiences,
Yeah.
your insights?
Yeah. Share them with us.
Yeah, share them on social media.
Okay.
Leave a comment on the website.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you.
We would.
So in the meantime,
Yeah.
remember
Okay.
that the future of creativity
Yes.
is in your hands.
Oh, I love that.
Embrace the power of AI.
Okay.
Explore those possibilities.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to push those boundaries
It's a boundary.
of what's possible.
That's awesome. It's so true. And like you were saying, it's so inspiring to see what she's doing.
It's really inspiring.
You know, like not letting a lack of design experience or, limited budget
right.
hold her back.
Yeah, she just took the bull by the horn.
Exactly. She embraced the AI and learned the ropes. Yeah.
And look at her now.
Yeah. And she's creating these amazing covers
Amazing covers.
that rival traditionally published authors.
I know, and she's so generous
She is.
with her knowledge.
So generous.
Yeah, and her resources.
I don't know.
Her website's amazing.
It is.
So if you're listening and you haven't checked it out yet, you've got to go check out www.reginapaul.com.
Yes. It's a gold mine
It really is.
of information.
Tons of prompts, tutorials,
Yeah.
step-by-step guides, and tons of examples.
From her own experiments.
Yes.
Across all these different genres.
It's the perfect place to start.
It is.
Your AI art journey.
Yes.
And even if you're already familiar with AI art generators,
Yeah.
I bet you'll find some new tips and tricks on her website.
Oh, for sure, because she's always experimenting.
Yeah, she's always pushing those boundaries.
Yeah, I love that about her.
Yeah.
So let's talk about editing.
Okay.
So we've talked about the AI generating the initial image.
Right.
But what happens after that? That's a good question. So, Regina emphasizes the importance of using software like Canva to refine those images. So you might need to clean up some edges, adjust the colors, or even add in a few more elements to really make that cover shine.
Can you give me an example of how that might work?
Sure. So let's say you used AI
Okay.
to create an image for a fantasy novel.
Okay.
So the image has all the right elements.
Right.
They've got the dragon soaring through the sky. You've got the castle and the warrior.
Classic.
But maybe the dragon scales look a little pixelated.
Okay.
Or the castle walls need more texture.
Okay.
That's where Canva comes in.
Okay.
You can use the software to smooth out those rough edges, add some depth and detail,
Oh, cool.
and really bring that image to life.
So it's like taking that initial spark
Yes.
that the AI gives you.
The foundation.
Yes. And then you're kind of
shaping it.
molding it.
Yes, refining it.
Yeah, adding your own little artistic flair.
Exactly. And that's where you can really inject your own style into the cover.
Yeah.
Because you can adjust the colors to match your brand.
Okay.
You can play with fonts and add a few elements that, reflect your story.
That's so cool.
It is.
So it's not just about efficiency or affordability.
Right.
It's about opening up these new creative avenues
Exactly.
for authors
It's amazing.
so they can really express their vision.
In ways they hadn't thought of before.
Exactly. And I think Regina's a perfect example of that.
She really is. Her work is stunning.
Stunning.
And it really reflects her as an author.
Yes.
It's amazing what she's done.
It's so inspiring to see.
It really is. And I think this is just the beginning.
I think so too.
We're just scratching the surface of what AI can do.
Oh, I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Me neither.
So exciting.
It is.
So we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
I talked about the technical aspects. We talked about the creative possibilities.
The human touch.
The human touch.
Yes.
So important.
So important.
But most importantly,
What's that?
we've explored how AI can empower authors
Yes.
to take control of their book covers and bring their visions to life
Absolutely.
in these really cool and innovative ways.
It's so cool.
It's amazing.
And Regina's website is an amazing resource.
It is.
So check it out, www.reginapaul.com.
Definitely.
You will not regret it.
You will not regret it.
And as we wrap up,
Yeah.
I want to ask the listeners,
Yes.
how could you use AI to empower your creative process?
That's a great question.
Whether it's book covers or writing
Or anything.
anything.
Don't be afraid to explore those possibilities.
Exactly.
Embrace the power of AI.
It's amazing.
Experiment, innovate, and most importantly,
Have fun.
have fun.
Yeah.
The future of creativity is in your hands.
That's a great way to end it.
Thank you for listening to the Empowered Creative Living for Authors and Aspiring Writers podcast.
See you next time.